What's up, my name's Em and I make music.
Back in my face, draining my time. Like I give a fuck if I'm on your mind. You put the ass in a soul.
I think there's always pressure, and not really from other people, more just like because I'm extremely ambitious. That, like, getting a great song is awesome, but to me it's like the tip of the iceberg. I never feel like I'm doing enough. I always feel like, okay, that's cool, what's the next thing? I'm working on a ton of music, so I've been in the studio like every day, and I'm working with damn near 30 producers, like having so much fun just like exploring different sounds. And the stuff that I've been really passionate about is like a little bit more industrial. It's a little bit more like funk vibes, PH funk, not FUNK funk. That's been like really dope to play with. And this new song is called Loser. It's really great. It's Loser with a Z, technically, is how I titled it. I thought it was funnier. And yeah, it's just like really hilarious. Like, had so much fun making it. So I'm really excited about that record.
My mama and my daddy don't even like me. And there's a lot of things that I want to fight me. But I'm a special brand of LOCER. And I love the way I am, 'cause I'm a goddamn star.
So funk is an emerging genre. Right now it's all instrumental, and it's almost like electronic mixed with hip hop mixed with rock in a really weird way. So it started off as a genre that was created for people who like race cars and do like crazy tricks with cars. And when you listen to it, it sounds like that. Like, it's aggressive, it's up tempo, a lot of it's aggressive. And it's just very, very, very intense driving. And it sounds like you're like spinning out a car or some shit. So I know, like, for the new Fast and Furious movie, they're using a lot of funk music for that. And I just think it's such a dope sound, and it sounds like me. So I've had a lot of fun taking that and being like, how do I mix funk with pop and like make records that are still funk but really, really cool and different?
It's my life. It never ends. It's my life. Don't you forget. It's my life.
Part of me is like, I should just take the Russ approach. I don't know if you know about Russ, but he's really believes in just like putting out as much music as possible, like every single week, to make sure that you're constantly in the algorithm and you're constantly growing. And as a new artist without a label, part of me is like, I should just do that, like put out everything and allow it to live and see what happens, because you never know what's going to blow. But then the other part of me that's like an artist is like, I want everything curated. I want everything to have a storyline. I want it all to make sense. So I kind of go back and forth. But right now, where I ended up, I'm putting out a lot of music, but I'm making sure it all makes sense with who I am. The biggest thing to me is like, is it quality? Because sometimes if you're just pumping out music, the quality can really drop. And it's expensive too, right? It's expensive to get songs properly mixed and mastered. It's expensive to pay producers. All of it's expensive. So it's like, if you're going to spend the money, do it in a way that's still quality. I think with quantity, sometimes the quality can drop. So that's a big thing that I'm focused on.
You're my anxiety. I fucking hate you. The parasite in me can't vaccinate you, so I want a new body. You can't get into.
And just pushing boundaries. Like last month, December, I shot this. I can't remember when we dropped it, but I shot it in December. I shot a performance in a casket full of live bugs. The song's about anxiety. It's called End, and I wrote it about anxiety, and I was like, what could I do that will make people really anxious? And I just remembered watching Fear Factor as a kid, seeing people get in those tanks with the bugs, and I was like, I bet that would scare people. So I just decided, like, I also love a challenge, and I was like, I wonder if I could sing live with all that going on. And I could. It was dope. And I just love proving things to myself. Like, I have an obsession with just being like, can I do this, and not being sure, and then the feeling of doing it is like really great feeling for me. It's really validating. So that was part of it too. It's like, I just wanted to see if I could. They shut me in there with them, and they kept me in there for like a minute because we had to do a transition, and I was just in there with them, like, and I could see them crawling towards my face when they shut the casket, and I was like, oh fuck. But yeah, it was great. It was so fun. I mean, I'm crazy, but I thought it was fun. One of my favorite quotes says, don't treat people as bad as they are, treat them as good as you are. And it kind of had me thinking about, this is like very specific, but whatever, how sometimes men disrespect certain women because they say, oh, like she has this job or she posts this kind of photo, so that gives me permission to treat her as less than human, or like I can look at her as an object because of how she's presenting herself. But no matter how someone is presenting themselves, if you have integrity, if you are a person of honor, you should treat them with respect and honor and dignity, because that's who you are. A lot of people said that they wanted to see who I actually am when I'm not in costume or costume. So I allow people to sort of see like all the aspects of me in real life as well as when I'm working. M in real life, so EMM in real life. And TikTok is where you'll get my best rants. Hey, my name's M, and you've just been buzzed.